Morning, everybody, and a happy Thursday. And the sun is shining. It was lovely driving into work today. Pop a hello in the chat box. We'll just let everybody join. Hi, Ada. Morning. Morning, Devonte. Devonte, did you have a nice birthday yesterday? Morning, Amelia. And what did you do? Morning, Holly. Hi, Hetty. Morning, Ari. Hi, Ronan. Morning. Hi, Harry. Oh, you're going to the park in the sunshine. That sounds so lovely, Ada. Make the most of the sunshine. Morning, Sophie. Hi, kindly on. Morning, Gracie. Just let everybody come in this morning as you're joining. And we said yesterday about ice cubes, so hopefully you have some of those for after the lesson. So Devonte had lots of fun yesterday. You had a paint fight and a drive-in movie night with cardboard cars. Wow, that sounds fantastic. What a brilliant birthday. Morning, everybody, as you're joining. Oh, you've had a nice bike ride. Lovely, Sophie. It's lovely. Lots of you are learning to ride your bikes and becoming a little bit more confident on them with your practice. Morning, Ellie. Hi, everybody. How's your baby sister, Ellie? Morning, everybody. I'll just share screen with you as you're coming in. I'm still looking at the chat box. Here we go. There we go. Lovely. Morning, Brody. So we've got a question here today as you're joining. If you could be any animal, what would you be? And maybe think about why. What animal would you like to be if you could be an animal? Have a little think. Oh, Abby's doing well. That's really nice to hear, Ellie. I'm sure you're being a super big sister. Morning, Anthony. So if you could be any animal, what would you be? Have a little think and pop it in the chat box. Morning, Elsie. Oh, you'd be a puppy. Lovely, Gracie. Oh, a sheep to make wool. Lots of doggies here. Super. Let me see. I've got a name there. So as you're coming in, morning, everyone. Have a little look at our question. Let me see. I've got Sophie there. So I'll find Sophie's name. Hi, Sophie. Can you hear me? Oh, let me see if you can unmute your side. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hi, Sophie.
Hi.
Hi. What would you like to be?
Well, I would like to be a dog and soft and silky, but for my parents to stroke me.
Oh,
and soft.
That's a good reason. If you were lovely and soft, I'm sure they would do that. Super, Sophie. Well done. Okay. Oh, we've got lots of things here. Charlie would like to be a T-Rex. Gosh, that would be scary. Oh, Hetty, a unicorn, and Ada would like to be a dog. Morning, Fletcher. We're thinking about if you could be an animal, what would you like to be and why? Have a little think. Oh, I've got Ada here. Let me find Ada. Hi, Ada.
Hi.
Hi. What animal would you like to be if you could be an animal?
I would like to be a dog.
Oh, why would you like to be a dog?
Because I would like to catch birds and catch toys.
Oh, that's a good reason. I think it would be fun to be a dog. Like you said, you could play with lots of toys. Would you like to be a little dog or a big dog, Ada?
A little dog.
A little one. Super well done, Ada. Lovely. Let's see, we'll find one more person. Oh, who have we got in here? Let's see. Elsie. Let's find Elsie. Hi, Elsie.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. What animal would you like to be?
A fish.
A fish? Oh, why would you like to be a fish?
I like fishes.
Do you? Do you think you'd like to swim in the sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Super, Elsie, well done. Gosh, and I'm looking here, we've got lions, and Ronan would like to be a T-Rex. I know they're your favourite. Brody would like to be a cat. I think someone said they'd like to be a cheetah so they could be fast, and Joshua would like to be a lion. Oh, a penguin too. Lots of different animals. A tiger so you can come to tea. I love that story, Theo. Well done, everybody. And Esme would like to be a bird so you could fly. That's such a good idea. I bet you'd go and see some of your family. And a dog, Anthony, so you can run around. Super. Right, today, it's Thursday the 15th of April, and you will need a grown-up to help you in your thinking skills, okay? Here we go. So that's what we'll need today. So today we're going to be doing a science session, and we're going to be thinking about why things happen. Okay. Yesterday, I talked about if you could go and freeze some water to make some ice cubes. So don't worry if you haven't done that, because you can always do that later on. Okay. So here, if I can show you, I've got my tray and it's got some water in it. It's quite hard to show you there. Got a tray with some water in it. Okay. If you did that with your tray and put water in it, what happened when you put it in the freezer? So I've got my water there, and that's a liquid, okay? And a liquid can flow and change shape. So we're starting to think about liquids, and I put my liquid, my water, in the freezer. What do you think happened? Oh, Charlie, great word. Lovely. We've got to think. We're doing our thinking skills today and talking lots. Yes, it froze. It was freezing in there. It was cold in the freezer. Oh, lovely words from Aidan, Sophie there. It's freezing. It froze in the freezer, and I've got one here to show you. So this morning I took this out of the freezer, and it's ice, and it's become a solid. This ice cube here is now a solid, which means that it can't change shape without somebody else doing it. It can't change shape on its own, okay? Yes, Sophie, it can't flow and it's a fixed shape. It's my solid there, you can see it. And it can't change shape on its own. So I've taken my ice cubes out of the freezer. I've got a bowl full there, okay? What do you think is going to happen now their ice cubes have been taken out of the freezer? What do you think is going to happen? They're out of the freezer now. They're not in that cold freezer. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, Brody, you got yours out already. Super. Lovely words there. So my solid, my ice cube, is out of the freezer. And lots of people have said the word melt. Yes, they're going to start to melt. I wonder why they're going to start to melt. Okay, think about your ice lollies or ice creams. Yeah, it's starting to get warmer, and lots of people predicting what might happen, especially if it's near something warm too. Yeah, I'm reading everybody's answers here. They'll get warmer. So if it's near an ice cube, we'll get warmer and it'll start to melt. Oh, Fletcher's linking his ideas. He's thinking about a snowman. So when we've had snow and it's really cold, it doesn't stay that cold for that long, it's starting to melt. And somebody said, it turns back into water, it becomes a liquid. Oh, great ideas. So this morning, I had my ice cubes. And what we're going to do is we're going to think about different places we can put the ice cubes in our house or outside, and think about what will happen to it. So Brody's had his ice cubes out of the freezer and they're getting smaller, they're changing shape. Super, they're changing from that solid possibly into something else. Okay, and we're thinking about why that's happening, thinking about warmer. So today, I want you to have a little think about these ice cubes and what we can do with them. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay. Here we go. It's just taking a little while. Okay. Okay, we're going to put our ice cubes in 3 places. We're going to put them in a place where we think it won't melt. Or yours in your hands, Joshua. You're going to think about somewhere to put your ice cube where it will melt slowly and somewhere where it will melt quickly. Okay, where do you think I could put my ice cube where it won't melt? Where could I put my ice cube where it won't melt? Have a little think. Oh, super, we've got some good ideas. And why do you think it won't melt if we put it in those places? We've got somewhere cold like the fridge, the freezer, in the snow. Oh, super. So it needs to be somewhere cold. So have a think after this. You're going to put your ice cube in a place where it does not melt. Theo's putting his back in the freezer. Now I want you to think of somewhere where you could put your ice cube where it will melt more slowly. So it will slowly melt. Where could you put it where it will slowly melt? Oh, Ronan's thinking in the fridge. So it will slowly melt. In the garden, Ada thinks in the garden. Outside in the shade, that's a good idea, Joshua, because we know what happens to our ice lollies and our ice creams in the sun. Ah, Charlie on the radiator, but when it's not on, because we've been talking about melting happens when it's warm. So I've had my ice cube in the cupboard, okay? And it was in the cupboard just for a little bit. I had to take it out to show you. And you can see there's still the ice cube shape, but there's a little bit of water in there, a little bit of liquid. It's changing from a solid to a liquid. Oh, Sophie, the garage, that's a good idea because it's cold in there. Okay, lots of good ideas. So afterwards, you're going to think about where you're going to put it, where it will melt slowly, and think about what's happened to the ice cube. Is it melting? Okay, somewhere cool, Devonte, yeah. Now, where could I put my ice cube where it will melt quickly? Have a think. Where could you put your ice cube where it will melt quickly? Oh gosh, Gracie, I wonder if you have some of that in your house. We've got the by the fire, in the sunshine, in your hand, Joshua. I'm sure that's happening now. Oh, and Mum's cup of coffee. Yeah, the sun outside facing the sunshine. Turning the heating on, the conservatory. Yes, Henry in the sun, in the oven, Amelia. So all these places are nice and warm. So if I've got my ice cube, which is a solid, and it melts quickly, what's going to happen to it? Oh, a hot water bottle's a good idea. So if I've got my solid ice cube and it melts quickly, what's going to happen to it? Is it going to stay looking like this? What's happening to yours, Joshua, in your hand right now? Ah, it's going to turn into water and change to a liquid. So it's changing from a solid to a liquid, like a puddle, Ada, you're right. So I've had my ice cube in the sunshine. Now it was only out in the sunshine for a little bit this morning. Turned to water, Esme. And there's you might not be able to see it in there, quite a lot of water. And my ice cube is dripping. There was just a big drip there. And it's actually really hard to hold on to. It's very slippy. And it's changing shape. Yes, definitely. So that's what you're going to do today. You are going to think about where to put your ice cubes. One, in a place where it does not melt. One, where it melts more slowly. And one, where it melts quickly. And you've got to keep an eye on those ice cubes, keep checking on them, looking at what happens to that solid ice cube and see if it's changing into that liquid, and think about why and what's happening. So that's your challenge for today, reception scientists. We're thinking about why things happen, and we're starting to think about solids changing to liquids. Thank you, Elsie. I thought outside in the sun was a good idea. So that's your challenge today. Another way you can do this, but this isn't your challenge, it's just if in the future you're doing this grown-ups with the girls and boys, you can make, which I'm sure you might be doing, Rice Krispie cakes. And that's another way we can talk about solids changing to liquids and what's happening and why it's happening. So I've popped a little recipe in there just in case in the future if that's something you want to do. But the challenge today is with the ice cubes, okay? So have a good think about that. You're being scientists today and really start talking about why it's happening. Okay. Oh, you made those last week, Ronan. Wow, super. I'm sure with lots of Easter eggs you've made those, okay? And then tomorrow, so this is about tomorrow, we have got tricky word bingo. Okay, and we've got 2 new words for next week. So we've got the word, well, for tomorrow, sorry, come. Okay, and were. Well done, Fletcher, you read it. So these are our 2 words being added to our tricky word bingo pile. So you've got to make sure you have your boards ready for tomorrow and we'll see who our tricky word bingo champions are. Oh, I wonder if we'll have maybe more than one or a couple of tricky word bingo champions. And hopefully we'll be back in school and we'll be able to play this again soon and we play teachers versus reception. Oh, your nan's playing with you after the lesson tomorrow. Super. Okay, so I hope you all have fun investigating today with our science challenge. Gosh, I wonder what's going to happen to those ice cubes. I'm sure Joshua's is probably probably turned into liquid now if it's been in your hand, Joshua. Okay. Super well done, everybody. Good thinking today and lots of lovely explanations in the chat box. It has, Joshua. Oh gosh, you can have a very wet hand. Well done, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow for our tricky word bingo. Bye, everyone. Super learning. Bye, everybody. Well done. You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Thank you. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. See you tomorrow.